XY Fashion Creation. And if today is your first time of visiting this channel, please subscribe to this channel, because I do post videos on weekly basis, so that whenever I post, you get to know about it. And these videos are very, very useful. They are loaded, in fact, they are loaded. So I want you to subscribe and also share the video with your friends. Today we want to make a tutorial on a basic sleeve pattern, and we have our brown paper and every other thing we'll be using. So what we are going to do, the first thing to do is to get the length of the sleeve we are making. We are using 11 inches. I want to start with the block first, then we'll now turn it to a pattern. So I measure 11 inches as the length of my sleeve. After that, I get the width. How do I get the width of my sleeve? You measure the round armhole, divide it by 2. That is armhole divided by 2. Whatever you get, plus, which is x, plus 1 inch. You can actually use plus 0.5, but to be on the safe side, I like to use plus 1 inch. So here I have my armhole as armhole roundness as 16. I divided it by 2. It gave me 8 inches. So I have 8, and I'll be adding 1 inch to my 8 to make it 9 inches. So this is my block, 9 inches. Now we need to get the cap height. What do I mean by cap height? That is the difference between the inseam and the outseam. If you take the length of this piece and the length from the under of your armhole, under of your armpits to the same point, you will not have the same measurement. So how do we go about that? All you need to do is just to divide your bust by 12, whatever you get, plus 0.5. Plus 0.5. So now I have my bust as 36. If I divide that by 12, it will give me 3 inches. So 3 plus 0.5 will give me 3.5. So I'll come over here and measure my 3.5 inches, which stops there. So from that point, I'll connect to the edge of my pattern paper like this. After that, I'll take the measurement that I have, okay, which is 9.5. I'll get the center of this 9.5 inches, which will give me 4 3/4 inches here. Now this is the center. I want a curve this way, and I also want another one this way. I assume I don't have a French curve. What I will do is this first half, I'll get the center of it, which is this. I've gotten the center of this first half. I'm working as if I do not have a French curve. So just come over here and measure upward half an inch or 3/4 of an inch. So with this, you can make a curve. Now, before we go to the front curve, we are not done, because this first one we want to use it to form the back part of our sleeve. So what we do is you connect from this same point, you connect it to where your cap height stops, and this is how you do it. Just place your ruler at that point and connect to the curve like this. So this is forming our back sleeve. Now we want to get the front sleeve. To get the front sleeve, you also come down to this second half, get the center, and mark half an inch downward, half an inch or 3/4 of an inch downward, and you also make a curve with that. So that center. So this is forming the front sleeve. This is the back sleeve, and this is the front sleeve. But if you have your French curve, you may not really need, just get the center. You may not really need to be getting, you know, half inch upward or downward. Just place your French curve like this. Take your curve, connect the curve to the edge of, you know, the slip cap, the cap height, and that forms your back sleeve. Turn your French curve downward and also make a curve. That forms the front curve of your sleeve. So now the next thing to do is to get the roundness of your sleeve, and the roundness of this sleeve is 5 inches. I mark my 5 inches and I connect it to the cap height like this. Now I can cut. When you are cutting, you cut for the back sleeve first. Follow the curve. This is what we have. Now we have the back sleeve. Cut off the front sleeve. To get your front sleeve, you open up your sleeve this way. Open it up and cut this part off like this. So this becomes the back, while this remains the front. Now we have our sleeve like this. This is a block, like I said. If you want to turn it into a pattern and you just want to keep it, you can place it on your paper again, just like this, so I can add your allowances. Place it on your paper. You know, you need half an inch upward. Fold your pencil just like this. You need half an inch upward here to join your sleeves to the bodies. Then you need your seam allowance here. Maybe you want to use 1 inch. Just measure 1 inch. Measure 1 inch and connect. Or probably you want to use half inch. Whatever you want to use, just mark it and connect. Then don't forget this half inch up here. Follow the back pattern first. This half inch. Add it. Then to fold the hem of your sleeve. Probably you want to use 1 inch or 1.5 inches or 2 inches, depending on the type of fold you want or hemming you want. So now I'll be adding just 1.5 inches for my seam at the end. I have it like this. This is my 1.5 inches. I can just come here and cut this part. I just want to cut it out like this. Don't forget my 1.5 inches is here. So now with this, I can fold this seam. I can fold it backward and cut my sleeve out first. Then this. Now I have my back sleeve. And look at the shape I'm having at the edge here. So that when I want to fold, I will not have problem with my sleeve. If I fold this way now, if I want to sew, it will be easy to sew. It won't be short. So you see what we are having. Can you see it? It won't be short. Now I'll come back to the front sleeve. I already have my back sleeve. Now to the front sleeve. I'll just raise this one up a bit. Make sure you centralize your sleeve, and I'll follow this shape. So I can cut this out now. So I have my sleeve with all the allowances added. This is my sleeve pattern. This is a block that I can work on later to form several other patterns. This is back, this is front. I will need to keep this block because I know I will be using it for some other projects. I can use this block to form a cow sleeve. I can use it to make a pleated sleeve. I can use it to form a balloon sleeve and what have you. So we have come to the end of our sleeve pattern. Thanks for watching, and if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do so.